Fusion Motor Company channel. I'm Nate. We have a really exciting project here today. We have a Land Rover Defender. Excuse the dust in the half-finished car. It's in process. We're in the body shop right now. So I wanted to show you guys our body kit that we do for the Defender. This is a really cool kit that we developed years ago. We've put it on a handful of Defenders. We've sold a handful of them. We offer it on our website. There's a lot of different pieces, a lot of different options with it. This one still will get painted. So right now it's all just showing the raw carbon. There's no clear on this at the moment. Some of these panels will get painted body color at the end. So on our fenders, these are a lot different than your factory fenders. So your factory fender, you side flare that bolts on from underneath. And we do actually offer factory replacements in carbon fiber. And we have different finishes and all different options on those. But this flare is built into the wide body. So it looks really cool, it's seamless, you don't have any bolts there. This gets bonded on. Both of those get bonded on, so you don't see any bolts going around. A little bit different than some of the other kits on the market are fiberglass, and we started off with those on one of the trucks that we built. I mean, that must have been 7 years ago. And well, it looked okay. We weren't happy with the quality. Fiberglass likes to move around a lot in the heat. So we decided to do a full carbon fiber kit. A lot of this will get painted. I mean, I like the full exposed look myself. It would be kind of neat for someone to leave that on a truck. I think that this one's gonna get painted up here and blended into the body, and then we'll leave the flare exposed. And I'm not sure if this one's going matte or gloss carbon fiber, but I'll show you a couple other finishes over here that we have. The gloss has a lot more depth to it. So if you were to look from 20 feet away, you could really see that it was carbon fiber. Where if you go with a matte finish, this is just raw carbon here. But the matte finish at maybe 15 feet or so, you might just look like kind of a gray color. So it's always kind of a preference and it's less reflective. So on an interior, we always go with a matte color. On exterior, a lot of times people go gloss. This is our side vent that we designed. This was a cool project because we actually made this in the computer first, where some parts like these were a mixture of hand prototyped and then CNC'd parts. This was a part that we actually CNC'd out of aluminum and then pulled the carbon fiber mold from. I always nerd out on the process because that's where I'm involved in this stuff. These fit right in here, and we actually designed this where these can fit into a factory fender also. So a lot of times someone will just order these, and there's so many different years of Defenders, so many different models. You have left-hand drive, right-hand drive, ones that are made in different countries. And I noticed that which side has this is dependent on if it's left or right-hand drive, also the years, also the model of the truck. This, on our body kit, we made both sides except this because they just look cool. So they also do let a lot of heat out of the engine bay, just like these top ones. If this was actually running, you could, and you put your hand above, you could feel the heat exiting the engine bay, which is really nice. So these are the top vents that I was talking about. Same idea as the side, they go right on. Normally on other ones that I've seen, they scoop the air. But we were trying to extract the heat out of the engine bay. So similar to a hood vent, where as the air passes over, it's helping pull the air out of the engine. Definitely a nice design also. These were similar to the side pieces where they were CNC machined and then we pulled the mold from that. And these also have no hardware. So the factory ones that go on here have screws up top. The screws always rust. So we decided to make these bond-on also. Never had an issue with them. Great little pieces that can also go on a factory truck that wasn't getting a wide body. And then we designed a whole front grille and the headlight bezels also. We do a whole LED package that goes in these, along with a bumper light bar. We have top lights. We have Fusion headlights that go in here. So we have a whole light package also that we do along with this. You can see the difference here that I was talking about on the finishes. Gloss finish, we have, this is just raw carbon fiber. So this will end up clear just like this, but you can see the depth in the carbon when you do that. So we also have mirror caps that are really cool. These are just factory Defender mirrors that go on. They have a little ball and socket down here that attaches to the arm. A lot of times we do a cool billet arm, but these are just factory replacement mirrors. and we sell a cap, very simple, that goes on. This bonds on, and the seal actually helps hold it on when it's being bonded. So it's pretty simple, has a really nice V-cut in here. A lot of times customers just buy these on their own too. They just look a lot nicer than that. Obviously dusty part, but yeah, I'm a big fan of these. They're very simple, and they go right on. Same idea with these. This is how they clear coat the parts with the wooden stick glued on. So these are for LED lights for the rear. We made a bezel for them. Normally the bezel's just plastic. So this looks nice and has a V-cut right down the center. So if you're looking down it, everything's cut to the center. And a lot of times we try and line all that up on the truck. So V-cut on the front of the truck, and we'll carry that all the way out through the interior. Whenever the guys are making the carbon, they'll come, which way's the V-cut going on this one? So we make sure to follow it throughout the whole truck. Even, as you can see here, this goes here, and then it's following onto the quarters, onto the fenders, and all the way to the back. And then this is the light bar for the top. We were inspired by a G-Wagon that came in years ago. And it might be I was trying to remember which model it was, if it was a squared or one of them had a similar light bar. We looked at it and we're like, wow, we really like how that looks. And we just took inspiration from having basically a light bar cap on the top. This fits onto factory roof, goes right on. These come open to service the lights, just 4 bolts. There's 2 little brackets in here, and these house a really nice LED light too. It's one of the nicer features of the trucks. It changes the whole look of the truck. Definitely a lot meaner looking when you put a cap on the top. This still needs to be sanded and polished and all that stuff too, but big fan of these also. So really we have a whole package for Land Rovers. We even have a cap for the Puma hood that goes on. This one's currently being sanded. So this is just top coat. The hood is a pretty nice touch. So yeah, here's our whole body kit. Obviously not installed yet. We'll probably end up doing a video on this truck when it's finished up. We're doing interior and everything on this. So once it has the correct wheels and everything, you'll see just how cool a truck looks with a wide body on it. That's our whole kit. So if you guys are interested, check out our website. We have all kinds of cool parts on there, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.